Sairam, we'll start this session with Sahanavatu prayer. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Sairam. सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. I offer my most humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba and Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. Respected elders, dear faculty members, and my dear brothers and sisters, Sairam and good afternoon. Today, we are truly blessed to have with us a personality whose life is commitment to service. It is my great honor to introduce Kumari Nivedita Raghunath Bhide, a Jivanvrati of Vivekananda Kendra since 1977. For nearly 5 decades, she has dedicated her life fully and selflessly to the ideals of Swami Vivekananda and the service of the nation. She currently serves as the All India Vice President of Vivekananda Kendra, Kanyakumari, guiding and mentoring countless dedicated workers across the country. Her responsibilities reflect her depth of commitment of training Jivanvratis, shaping teachers of Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalayas, coordinating the Vivekananda Kendra Institute of Culture, and serving as a faculty member in All India Yoga Shiksha Shibiras and spiritual retreats. She has represented India at prestigious international platforms such as a seminar on Swami Vivekananda organized by Indian Council for Cultural Relations in Melbourne in 2013. She has been a member of several national committees, including NCTE and ICCR, and is a trustee of Vivekananda International Foundation since its inception. An accomplished author, she has written over 19 books, presented papers at national and international seminars, and delivered lectures at IITs and universities, including Kansas University in the USA. Her life of service has been recognized at the highest levels. She is a recipient of the Padma Shri from the Government of India in the year 2017 for her social service. She has received multiple honorary doctorates and prestigious awards for her outstanding contribution to education, service, mankind, and spreading the spirit of universal brotherhood. But beyond the awards and recognitions, what stands out most is her unwavering dedication, a life quietly lived in service, discipline, and devotion to the nation. Didi ji, your journey inspires us. Your life teaches us that true leadership is born out of sacrifice and commitment. Also, Didi ji, I would like to briefly introduce Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, which was established in 2019 in Karnataka by Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, a global humanitarian and spiritual leader. Guided by Atmano Mokshartam Jagat Hitayacha and inspired by Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam, the university stands for self-transformation and excellence in action. SSSUHE provides completely free, value-based higher education of global standards, including lodging and boarding, primarily for rural youth. Over 70% of students come from below the poverty line, and nearly one-third are first-generation learners. A modern Gurukulam, the university blends spiritual wisdom with professional excellence across disciplines ranging from Vedic studies to medical education, agriculture, yoga, and occasional skills. In just 7 years, the university has achieved remarkable milestones. It established India's first free private rural medical college, Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, inaugurated by Narendra Modi ji in March 2023. In July 2023, Draupadi Murmu ji graced the second convocation at SSSUHE. The university was recognized as the greatest brand 2023 at the Asia Africa Business and Social Forum in Dubai and won gold at the Economic Times Education Excellence Awards 2024 in New Delhi. SSSUHE has also signed MOUs with institutions such as Emory University, USA, AIMS, New Delhi, and Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, for academic advancement and research. SSSUHE is part of the Sri Madhusudan Sai Global Humanitarian Mission, serving humanity across 100 and plus countries under the guiding message Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one world, one family. On behalf of all of us, I kindly request Kumari Nivedita ji to grace us with her words of wisdom.
My pranams to Sathya Sai Baba, Madhusudan Sai ji, and all of you. I am happy to share with you today few thoughts about, as I was told, the journey of working for the society, and therefore what it meant, how it enriched me. You know, there was one disciple of Swami Vivekananda, Margaret Noble. She was a very famous educationist in London. Since very young age, she was in education, and she had started one English club in which even persons like Bernard Shaw and all used to come. So a very accomplished person. And then at the age of 31, she met Swami Vivekananda. And she got inspired. She felt she should go to India and serve. And it was not very easy in those days. But ultimately, she came to India. After coming to India, then she took Diksha from Swami Vivekananda, and she was given name Nivedita, Sister Nivedita, whom we all know. So there Swamiji told her one thing. He said, don't think you have come to teach anything to the people here. You have come here to learn. So don't behave like a teacher, be like a learner. You are not an expert, so don't be like an expert, but be as a novice. And that she followed so fully that Bipin Chandra Pal, when he wrote about Sister Nivedita, he wrote that she came to us not as a teacher but as a learner, not as an expert but as a novice. And initially when I had read that, I felt because she came from the West naturally to understand India, and she should not force her Western ideas. So Swamiji must have told that. That may be, of course, one consideration. Till she really became fully Indian, you know, Swamiji also was trying to give her proper training. But as I started working, I realized that it is not only because she was from the West, she was told like that. For anyone who wants to serve the society, you know, that serving the society is not from the high pedestal. That is, I think I am going to teach something. You know, I am going to do this. I am going to uplift the people. So that's not the case. Actually, when we start working for the society, it is we who get uplifted. It is we who get elevated. It is we who get enriched. So it is that experience which I shall be sharing with all of you. So I joined Vivekananda Kendra as its life worker. Jivan Vrati we say in Sanskrit. So I joined as its Jivan Vrati in 1977. So after joining, I was working after our initial training of 9.5 months. Then I started working in southern districts of Tamil Nadu, in the rural areas. So we had started a rural development project, and the purpose of that project was that when we work for developmental activities, simultaneously the cultural thrust also should be given. Because this is what Swami Vivekananda had told, that before or as we start giving social and economical ideas and helping the people socially and economically, at the same time, give them also the spiritual ideas. Otherwise, what happens? The money which starts coming in the house, we don't know how to spend it. The status that I get in the society, I do not know how I must utilize my status in the society in the interest of the society. So, somewhere, more you educate a person, more you empower a person. If the spiritual moorings are not given, the cultural thrust is not there, then that person becomes more exploitative. He exploits more because his capacity to exploit has increased because of the education, because of the social status. So, you know, all the, what to say, large, the criminals who commit crimes on very large scale, unfortunately, most of the time are educated ones. So, education should equip us to serve the society and not to exploit the society, not to become self-centered. So, that was what Swami Vivekananda had told. So, we also decided that when we start working in the villages, it will not be only helping the people, whatever their need, whether it is medical centers, balwadis, or the centers for earning something for the women, whether it is sewing or whatever. Side by side, there will be spiritual uplifting also. So when we started working like that, I will just share one or two incidents from this. Then when I started working in tribal areas, I shall share few incidents from there. So once when I went to a village, as I was entering, one old woman came. Now I am from Maharashtra, and while working in southern districts of Tamil Nadu, naturally my knowledge of Tamil, over the period I gathered. So initially it was just very minimal. So when I entered the village, one old woman, she came, and she came. Then she did like this. That is, no bad eye should come on me. Whatever we do, no, that action she did. Then she started. Then she took her hand, which was, of course, because she was working in the field, a very rough hand, but with such lovingly, she put on my face and then started talking something. Continuously, she is talking, which I could not understand because my Tamil knowledge, if someone speaks slowly only, I can understand. But she was very emotionally, she was telling something. So I could not understand that. But with me, fortunately, another teacher was there. Our tailoring teacher, she also had come with me that day. So after that old grandma, she left. I asked her that what did she say? You know what she told? That that this grandmother was telling that you people are not only teaching our children how to study well, but you are also teaching them how to behave well. My grandson, morning when he gets up, he is touching the feet of the elders, doing namaskar. Earlier, he used to sing cinema songs and run here and there, won't listen to anyone. But nowadays, he sings bhajans or he sings uh, Deshabhakti Padal, as we say in Tamil. So, patriotic songs. And she said, I am so happy that my grandson will be educated well, but at the same time, he will be the right person. So, what Swami Vivekananda had told, society also expects the same thing. And this is how we should take it to them. Another time, I had gone and we had started, nursery schools in many interior areas, some 100 nursery schools. Because you must be knowing that if a child's growth, whatever is there, physical means physical nourishment and mental, emotional, whatever thoughts he gets by the age of 6, that makes 75% of his personality. So you can understand how important the first 6 years in the life of a child is. And therefore, we had started nursery school where we used to, teach many things to the children, their language development, their mental development, their emotional development, all that we were doing. And I used to go and visit the nurseries. So Balwadis, as we called it. So one day I went to one Balwadi and it was lunchtime. So the children were asked, you go, have your meals and come back. And I had carried morning breakfast, idli was there. I had carried the same idli. So I ate idli and then uh, means I just opened the tiffin box. The teacher, she also had brought her own food. She just opened the tiffin box and one boy came running back. So I asked him, did you finish eating? He said, there is no food in the house. So I drank water and came. You know that there is no food in the house, he told in such a matter of fact way. That is as if it is a routine way in his house. And I felt so sad. So I made him sit there. He shared my idlis, and of course, the teacher's food also was shared with him. And we all three ate from the two tiffin boxes. But then, when I came back and narrated this incident to our Karyakartas in Kanyakumari, and then we started discussing, we thought that no, even physical development is very important. The brain develops physically only up to the age of 6. Physical development. Huh? After that, there is no physical development to the brain. Uh, so we thought that if our children are not getting proper food, that will affect their intellectual development, and therefore we should do something. But what to do? For 100 nursery schools to give nutrition, we have to find a way out. And the way out, as I know, I had come to Muddainhalli, and there also same thing we do. That is, we are something like we connect the needy persons and the one who can give. But it was in those days, that is in late 1970s. Our country was not that economically well, and feeding the children of 100 nursery schools. Then we decided another a project type, and we started telling, we made one bag, and on that bag we wrote a prayer. The prayer is, we shall serve for the good of the humanity, for the protection of our culture, and for the well-being of all. Like that, a prayer is written, and we requested the householders that every day when you cook, take just handful of rice and put in that bag. When the bags are full, we shall come to your home and collect the bag. So every day handful of uncooked rice to be put in that was easy, and many agreed, and we started doing that. So we will bring that, and of course vegetables and all we used to purchase, dal and everything, and we started giving afternoon meals to all the children in 100 nursery schools. But see, the society is such. This society, our society, Indian society, has faced so many invasions, so many difficult days, and yet it has survived. If it has survived, it is because it has got some inherent qualities because of which it has survived. And those inherent qualities, what are they? I started learning by doing all these service activities. So what happened when we used to collect like these bags? So our teachers will go collect from the house and take it. So once one shopkeeper asked, a known girl was going, that teacher was known to him. So he asked, what is it that you are carrying? Then she said, this is what is our scheme. We carry this rice and we feed the children. Then he said, Are, whenever you are doing that, you come, I will also give you every year at least one bag full. Bag means not just that bags which we had given in the homes, but 100 kilo bag. So she said, okay. Then seeing that, some other shopkeepers told. Then some farmers, they said that when we do harvesting, our hearts are full. So that time you come, we will give you again some 50 kg, 10 kg, 40 kg rice. And slowly we started collecting. And today, we collect 72,000 kilos of rice. And the rice is so much that it goes for all our children. Plus, we give it to nearby all orphanages because their budget is also minimum. So we give rice to them. Plus, there are many old persons, who stay in the house, but many times they get considered as burden because they are also to be fed. So we give every 6 months, we go and give one bag full of rice to them so that they are not burden on the family. So this is how not only this nursery children, but even for others we started giving. So this society knows how to come forward. Only a way has to be there. And if once they see that way, automatically on their own, people come forward and start giving. Now our teachers don't have to go house to house. People come and give. So what we were doing, we used to collect that rice, and on 4th July, 4th July is Swami Vivekananda's Mahasamadhi Divas. So on that day, we shall call all the teachers also, and we will have one day whole program. We do worship to that mount of rice and as Annapurna, because society has given it to us, and then that rice as prasada is given to everyone. But slowly, so much rice started coming. Then we found that only doing puja once in a year, that whole rice, to protect it again is another work. So we now do pujas, Anna Puja we call it, 4 times in a year at different locations. People come and give the rice, and the rice is, worshipped as Annapurna. We keep one Annapurna on that. Very beautiful puja is performed. The point is, this society's uh, foundation is spiritual. And if we go that way, the society starts responding. So this is one or two incidents from uh, rural development project. Then afterwards, I also got the responsibility as secretary education for all the activities of Vivekananda Kendra. And Vivekananda Kendra has more schools and college in northeastern part, that is Assam, Arunachal, Nagaland, Andaman, Nicobar Islands. Therefore, I started then touring more to that side. And plus some other work also was given to me. So most of the time I will go to Northeast, stay there for 2-3 months, again come back to Kanyakumari for a few days, then again go back. So when I started working there, there are certain words that we use. You also must have heard that. We say that these tribals in interior areas, especially like Northeast and all, we had to bring them to the mainstream. And when I started actually working there, I started wondering, what is mainstream? What is the mainstream in which we want to bring the tribals? So generally, mainstream means it is all we people staying in cities, having many facilities and positions. We consider ourselves as mainstream. But actually speaking, if we want to say the mainstream of India is her spiritual tradition, is her values. That is the mainstream. And if I go away from that tradition, if I give up those values, practice of those values, then what happens? I am not in the mainstream. So actually, who is in the mainstream? That is the question which I started asking myself. And then more I started working in the Northeast and especially in tribal areas, I found they are the mainstream and we have to learn from them. Now, when I say that they are the mainstream, in what sense they are the mainstream? First thing is, the core value, or I can say the foundation of all human values is oneness of existence. So why I should be truthful to others, why I should be considerate to others, how I am related to the earth, to the river, to the trees, all that is because of vision of oneness. In India, we see the whole existence as interconnected, interrelated, interdependent. So when I misbehave with others, I cheat others, I betray others, I hurt or humiliate others, it is not others. It is my own extended form. And therefore, if I do that, it is I who actually get degenerated. And therefore, I should not be doing that. If I want my real spiritual progress in life, then I should consider everyone as my own and behave with everyone with all kindness and compassion. So this is what is the truth of Indian Vedanta philosophy, we can say, or Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, whatever. That is the basis of it. But then, as I started working in Northeast, I found that in many tribal areas, really we consider all this as our own. So I shall give you 2, 3 examples. How I learned it, what it means living with feeling of oneness, or what it means that a living society is not many people put together. Society is also a samaja purusha, that is one person. It is a living entity. And how it is really a living entity, again I shall narrate 2, 3 incidents to you. Once I had gone to visit one house because their whole house had got submerged in floods. So after the floods receded, they went there. Nothing was there where their house was earlier. Only the what we can say, the flooring little bit, one could see that here something was there. That's all was there. So they had put some 2 tins and asbestos sheets and borrowed some stove, and that's how they were cooking. Actually, they were parents of one of the teachers of Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalaya. So as I was going, someone told Vijita's father, parents are here. Their house was all flooded and whole house was lost. So I thought, let us go and meet them. So I went, I sat with them. And while sitting with them, I said that, I was talking in Hindi. So I told, आपको बहुत तकलीफ हुई ना, आपका पूरा घर बह गया. Your whole house was lost. So you suffered a lot. Like that, I asked her father. So her father, with very calm face, he told me, nahi beta, means, no, my child, it is not like that. The river is our mother. She gives us so much. In abundance, she gives. So she also has a right sometimes to get angry with us. So I don't feel bad about it. So calm and quiet. The river, she gives us. If she wants, she takes it back. That's all. And their first time, I realize how really when we get connected with river, the floods or whatever won't trouble us, because that is also part of life. Then another incident, I was in Arunachal Pradesh, and we reached one place called as Boling, and we reached in the evening. So the village, some few people there and our Karyakartas who were there, they came and told that Didi, tomorrow higher secondary school we shall have one program. You will address the students. Then around 11 we shall have a meeting with village elders, and then afternoon around 3:30 we shall have one Matru Sammelan with the women of the village. So I told all right. And then next day morning we went. Morning school program was at 9 o'clock, so we went to the school. But when we went, we saw that uh, that 12th standard students, 11th and 12th standard students, they were coming with a big knife in their hand. There they call it dav, and in Tamil Nadu we call it vettukatti. So big dav in their hand, they were coming, all students coming. So we got surprised, and then but they were very calm and quiet. They just came with dav. Then there was one truck. They all climbed in the truck, and the truck went away. Now, this is higher secondary school in Arunachal Pradesh in interior areas. So the strength is not much. Hardly 20, 25 will be there in each section. And the truck went away. Then we asked the principal. Then he said, sorry, we cannot have the program because you see, 2 houses were burnt yesterday night in our village. So I told, all right. And then we left. Then after some time again message came that 11 o'clock meeting we cannot have because yesterday 2 houses were burnt. So again I said it's all right. Then again after lunch we got the message that 3:30 that Matru Sammelan we cannot have because yesterday night 2 houses were burnt. Then I asked, it's fine, but just tell me what is happening. The 2 houses got burnt and whole village is busy. Then they said, oh, Didi, we thought you knew about it. Then they started explaining to me. They told that these higher secondary students who had come with dav in the hand, so the principal uh, had informed all the students. They came with the dav to the school. After the morning assembly was over, they went to the jungle. That truck owner gave his truck, and these boys went to the jungle. They will cut the bamboos and they will send, because their houses are made up of bamboos. Very beautifully bamboo houses are made there. And then I asked, what about village elders? Then they said the village elders, they will go to the place where 2 houses are burnt and they cleaned the whole area. By that time, bamboos started coming. Then they started cutting the bamboos and they started building the house, rebuilding the houses, both the houses. Then I asked, okay, fine. And what about Matru Sammelan? Why that got cancelled? Then they said, oh, it is like that, that the women of the village will come and they will all sit together. And each woman will start telling what all material I can give from my home. I can give 2 vessels. Then someone said I can give one cot. Someone said I can spare one table and chair. So they started making list for both the houses. So from different houses, what all will come, and that list will be made, and then that material will be delivered to both the houses. So imagine, in 24 hours, both the families got well furnished homes in 24 hours. That is living society. See, when I am walking and if a thorn pricks my leg, I don't tell, oh, the thorn has pricked, and I don't bother. It is the problem of the leg. Okay, later we shall see. We don't do that. If a big thorn has gone inside, immediately we sit, we remove it. That is what is living society. Something happens to some houses, they are burnt, and then we start sending letters, to collector, and to MLA maybe that please give some support. And when the support will come, we don't know. That's not living society. The living society is which immediately respond. It is oneness. The whole society is living. If something happens to the two families, the whole society supports it. And that is what I learned, what it means by living, you know, based on interconnectedness, interrelatedness, and interdependence. The same incident happened again, but this time when I went to that village to meet, I had gone there to meet someone, and I saw many cars are standing there, at least 4 or 5 cars. The collector had come. He had studied in our own schools earlier. So by the time I got down from the jeep, that collector came. He said, "Oh, Didi, it is good you have come. You, if you have time, you wait till evening and you will see, because here half of the village has got burnt. And you will see from different roads, people coming, carrying provisions, carrying some vessels or carrying money. They all will be coming here to support the village. So not only within a village, but the whole society, it supports each other. And for such people, we say we want to bring them in mainstream. No, they are the mainstream. We have to learn and be with them. So another place, a seminar was going on for one community. And in that seminar, there was one paper on sickness and treatment. Okay. So treatment is what is their local treatment, herbal medicine, and all that they were talking. But sickness, why the sickness comes? Very interesting. And there, they said our belief is, if we disturb anyone, ultimately that disturbance comes to us as a sickness. So suppose we go to the forest, and in the forest, we disturb the forest by throwing stones or by removing big stones from the forest. We want it without taking the permission of the forest, without taking the permission of that stone. If we remove it from its place, that's what brings sickness to us. I was shocked. We only talk of interconnected, interrelated, interdependent existence. We say we all are interconnected, but here they lived on that. And that's what they said. Therefore, we have no right to disturb others, because others are not others. They are our own extended self. As we sing that shloka, no? That akhanda mandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. That is, I am not just body, mind, intellect, but I am akhanda mandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam. I am that continuous circle which pervades the whole universe, charachara, which pervades the whole universe. It means I am that Atma Chetana, Atma, that Atma Chetana's extended form is family, still expanding and extended form is society, still expanding form is the nation, still extended form is the whole creation. And therefore, we should be, it means it is all connected to us. This is what is the holistic view of man in Indian culture. And this I saw actually being lived, being practiced in our communities in Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, and so many. There are so many such stories, but actually time is getting up. But one short incident I will tell you, though it is a very big incident, that from that also I learned that how, if we are together, we are firm, we can even change the situation. Nagaland, there was insurgency, and that insurgency was spreading to Tirap and Changlang district. So adjacent to Nagaland, these two districts are of Arunachal Pradesh. So in this Tirap district, some 7 people, they gathered together. they said, no, we should protect our culture, our dharma. So we shall work for that. But somehow that news went to the militants. The militants were sponsored by foreign church. So at gunpoint, they used to do conversion. And therefore, when this news went to them, all these 7 people, one after other, whenever they were found in market or in home, anywhere, they were all shot dead. So slowly, there was an atmosphere of fear. Everybody was afraid. And the insurgency started spreading from Tirap to Changlang. It was around same time in other parts of Arunachal, one movement was going on. They don't have temples, means they did not have earlier. There is no regular puja because our life, our actions itself is puja. Then if somebody is sick or suppose they want to cut the trees in the jungle, then they will do special puja seeking permission. And like that, only our harvest is to be cut, then a special puja will be there. Otherwise, there is no puja. And that puja also, they will bring bamboo, make some bamboo deity, invoke the gods and goddesses in that, do the puja. And after that is over, again pratyavahanam is done, and that thing of bamboo is kept under the tree. That's all. But slowly they were told, you have no religion, you are primitives, आपका तो कोई भगवान ही नहीं है, आप तो कहीं जाके पूजा भी नहीं करते हैं, प्रार्थना भी नहीं करते हैं. Those who were converted, they said, we go every Sunday and you have nothing. So people started getting confused. At that time, there was a person really like a seer, Rishi. He realized the need of regular worship and even giving a form to their gods and goddesses. Otherwise, only pujaris used to describe, but there were no pictures, there were no murtis. So he started a movement called as prayer movements. And he's from Adi community. He was from Adi community. So he started a Ganging. Ganging is a place where people gather and every Sunday they do prayer. So their goddesses, Anedoni and all, they all are kept there. And pictures are there. They do puja. And then there is discussion. They discuss. So like that, it was going on. Seeing how it has helped the Adi community, the Nishi community started Nider Namlo. Seeing how it is helping the Nishi community, the Apatani community started Mider Nelo. And seeing how it is helping, each community started for their own community a separate movement, because each community's gods names are different. Now in Changlang, the name of god is Rangfra. So the supremost being is Rangfra. And therefore they started Rangfrahum. Rangfrahum means Rangpura temples. So 2 temples they built. After they built these 2 temples, the militants came and they burned down the temples and they threatened the village that if anyone rebuilds it, he will be shot dead. And already Tirap, those 7 people were killed. So naturally, people were worried what to do. Can we give it in newspaper? We all tried. I myself tried whether it can come in newspaper, but no newspaper. It is in some corner, eastern corner of Bharat, so nobody bothered. Anyway, unfortunately, very small news came in New Indian Express, which was only one community burned the temples of other community, like that. So ultimately, the villagers decided the real anything in life, real change in life, or real development in life comes only when we stand firm. This is the lesson. And of course, they adored Swami Vivekananda. So they said, now the whole village will go and build a temple. Let us see. They can't shoot all the villagers. So whether it is 80-year-old man or just 18 days baby, the mother took the baby in the arms and everyone stood there. Those who could work, they worked. And overnight, both the temples were built. Now what is to be done? So the militants, they came, they asked who built. Everyone was there, everyone has built. If you want, you can shoot all of us. That of course they cannot do. So they said no, then you have to give a fine of 2 lakhs rupees each. The villagers said we don't have that much of money. And like this was going on. In the meantime, their one leader, that is the militants one leader, had dream. And their Rangfra told him that because you destroyed my temple, that's why you are sick. Actually, he had fallen sick. So, like that, it went on, and ultimately, militant said, "Okay, you just give us one meal, and we will forgive you." Then villagers also told, "We are not against you. We are not against Jesus Christ. We are not against Christians. But we are born in our tradition, and we want to protect our tradition. That is why we have built these temples." So very nicely they spoke with the militants. Militants also by now, because of that leader's sickness, had already changed their mind. So they said, okay, you give one meal, we will forgive you. So they were given a meal, whole village fed them, and ultimately the matter was over. But the people stood firm, and because they stood firm, ultimately for our development, our progress, it is we who have to take the courage in hand, the determination has to be there. And that is what they did. Today, Changlang district has 86 Rangfra temples. And in that, because of those 86 temples, slowly the militancy also has receded from Changlang to Tirap, and from Tirap, it is going back to Nagaland. Tirap also now already 2, 3 temples have come, though they have means with fear and with at gunpoint, lot of conversion was done. So even a situation can be changed if people stand together. This is what the best example I learned from there. There are many such things which I learned. So, my only thing that I would like to share with you, the Indian society, as Swami Vivekananda had told, it is Janata Janardhan, Ishvara. And really, it is like that. For thousands of years, this society has survived. Apparently, it appears they are fighting, they are like this. But if we go little deeper, if we reach out to the hearts of our people, they are so caring. They take care of us, and we learn so many things. What is in the books of Vedanta, what is in the books of Gita, how we are living that we understand when we go close to the society, when we go close to the society with all humility and with all gratitude that they are allowing us to serve them. So, if we do that, we learn many things, and such learnings are the real learnings. I can give you otherwise a good lecture on Vedanta or Bhagavad Gita, but that will not really give insight. What insight we get by looking at some such examples. So, this is where I stop, because if you have some few questions, we can have that.
Didiji, thank you so much for sharing your experiences with us. With your permission, we'll be asking some of the questions. Didiji, what keeps you motivated even after decades of continuous work? Many of us tend to lose enthusiasm after some time. How did you sustain your commitment for so many years?
See, when we work with the people, no, their love, their understanding, and their responses, that itself becomes our continuous motivation. But we should work. Actually, we should go to the people, stay with them. As I used to go in Arunachal, I used to stay with the local people in the bamboo houses. Now, of course, because of age, my certain limitations have come. But even then, if it is possible to stay, I still stay in the houses of others. So we stay, we interact with them, and more we do that, more uh, the love that we get, that care that we get from them, that itself motivates us.
What were some of the challenges you faced while choosing this path, and what inspired you to stay committed to it?
See, as such, I was very fortunate that my parents did not object to my coming. Otherwise, many parents, they don't allow their children, and they have to struggle a lot. Fortunately, I never had that struggle because in my house such sanskaras are there. So my parents allowed. Though after 3-4 years, they again asked me, "Are you sure you want to continue? You come back," and all that was there. But when once it so happened, whatever calculations I had done, that by the time my father retire, my younger brothers will start working. That did not happen because of certain issues. And father retired, and my house is a big house. There are many members, coming, going members also are many. So father was he retired from post office. So the pension also was not adequate. So my father used to go and with postal insurance from house to house, trying to get some insurance, and even taking some tuitions. So I felt bit bad. That time I had gone home, so I saw that. And my mother had only three saris, two to wear alternate and one to go out. So many such things, means I could see everything. Then I felt very bad. Being Jivanvrati of Vivekananda Kendra, we don't get any salary or anything. Only our needs are taken care of. So I couldn't support home. So at that time, fortunately, I saw one advertisement, and in that advertisement, it was there that in Pune, they wanted someone to help in their leprosy center, and they will give 800 rupees in those days, that is 1980s or late 70s. 800 rupees in the hand, plus staying and food will be free. Then I thought that's very good. I can send home at least 700 rupees per month, and that would be good enough. Then father need not do this going home to home for postal insurance and all. So I went straight to my mother. Means when I was in the home only, I saw this advertisement. So I went to mother and I told mother that, see, this is the advertisement, and I feel I should go there and work. Then my mother asked me, "Do you like Vivekananda Kendra?" Then I told, "Yes, I like." Then she said, "Then it's okay. You don't come back. What put you have put forward, you keep proceeding forward. For us, you don't come back. This is only a time being problem. One more year. Afterwards, you are. I have three younger brothers, so all brothers will start working one after other. Then we will not know where to keep the money. So don't worry." Like that, she told me, and that mother's response was so immediate. Means I don't know if mother would have told, "All right, okay, you can think like that." If mother would have said that, maybe I would not have been in Vivekananda Kendra, because once we go, then again we don't know. The path would have changed. So I can only say that from my home side, I never had any problem. Another problem really in this path is only we our own. No other problem is there. Otherwise, as Swamiji says, once you take some goal in life, always there will be some challenges. And challenges are only to bring out the best in you, and you should do the best. For that, the example is this Vivekananda Rock Memorial. If there would have been no opposition, no challenges, what the people of Kanyakumari had thought one statue of Swami Vivekananda, only that would have come on the rock. But because the challenges kept on coming, and the people at that time, they kept on responding to it, slowly the memorial became huge and not only got limited only to rock memorial, that is a granite memorial, but also a decision was taken to start Vivekananda Kendra, a spiritually oriented service mission. So challenges are, the God has better plan than us, and therefore he is bringing the challenges in front of us. Once that is clear, actually there are no challenges. Whatever challenges may come, it's only that can come only because of our ahankara, our matsarya, our lobha, moha, krodha, that is shadvikara. So this, fortunately, we are taught and made to internalize. That is why there were no challenges.
Didiji, last question. What message would you like to give to students of today who wish to lead a life of purpose and service?
See, the first thing is whatever we are doing, we should do to the best of our ability. India was known for excellence. Somewhere we have lost that. Somehow we have become mediocre. We just somehow managed to finish off. Whether it is studies, whether it is sweeping the floor, whether it is anything. So, whatever we do, we should do it excellently. Second thing, we should never give up the truth in life. India again was known for truth. You know, the Max Muller, he used to give lectures to the British officers who got posted in India. And that is available on internet. You can read it. So the name of the book is What India Can Teach Us by Max Muller. So in that, the first lecture is, he says the Indians are truthful, and he quotes from different centuries, examples after examples, how the foreign travelers say that it is a joy to do business with Indians. So we must get back that our character again. So striving for excellence, truth in life. And the third is, never live only for yourself. We are part of the society and this great nation. Therefore, tan man dhan, that is our some time, our energy, and even the money that we may earn afterwards, a part of it should go for the good work in the society. So we should give some time and work for the society without any expectation. This is how this society has lived all along. As Swami Vivekananda used to say, that the great works are done by great sacrifices alone. If you really want to do something great in life, then what is the greatest sacrifice that you can do? When India was slave at that time, okay, dying for the country was the greatest sacrifice. Now it's not dying for the country, but giving our life for the country, living for the country can be the greatest sacrifice. So really, if we want to do some great work, as Swami Vivekananda said, the great works are done by great sacrifices. For everything, there is a price. So, whatever price I am ready to pay, to that much we can achieve in life. So, this is this is what Swamiji says for all the youth.
Didiji, thank you for taking the time to answer our questions. Your life and message has given us much to reflect upon and carry forward. On behalf of Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence and everyone gathered here, we offer our heartfelt gratitude for your time and wisdom. With this, we conclude today's session of Words of Wisdom. Thank you all.
Thank
We'll
you.
end with Shanti Mantra.
Mm.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.